Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. It's a Terry Cloud Surfer here, ready to start another video, this time with a new content, a new game. We are bringing here to the channel for the first time Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That's true, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing online, there is some cool decks out there and I want to show you all. Before we start, remind yourself to catch me live on Twitch as well. Remind yourself to support the channel with a like and a subscription as well. Huge shout out to my beautiful partner Mystaria. You can check her pages on YouTube and Twitch by following the links in the description below. You can check me live on Twitch and you can join my Discord by also using the links in the description down below. A huge shout out to my Pokemon Unite team, Unique Stars. A huge shout out to my SoulGroup and to everybody out there changing the world right now. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I started playing this game Saturday, the last Saturday, so it was like 3 days ago. Yes, today, Sunday, Saturday, 3 days ago. I'm already at the gold rank 2, as you can see over here on the icon, rank 2, gold rank, and I've been using this really interesting deck of Despia with Fallen of Albaz incorporation into the archetype, and I want to show you guys some great dreams that I just got because right now I feel I have a good grasp of the deck, but I still commit some silly mistakes. I'm not sure if in the videos that I'm gonna show you guys I commit those silly mistakes, but that's normal. There is a lot of effects, there is a lot of things to read, and it's actually very skillful, Master Duels. It doesn't appear to be very skillful, but you need to know exactly when you can activate certain effects of your monsters, because many times, especially when it comes to negate effects or destroy monsters of your opponent, you can only do it once per turn. So you need to do it at the exact time to stop the opponent from doing whatever they want, okay? So that's just one thing that I find very interesting here on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I'm gonna show you some battles, some matches that I have here with my Despian deck, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So support the channel, support me on Twitch as well. By the way guys, I know that this here on the screen says Age of Empires 4, but that's the overlay that I have right now, and I wanted to do this video quick and I didn't have time to do another overlay. And why do I use the overlay, you may ask? Because my screen is a big ass screen, and the games and the windows, whatever is being shown on the screen, gets out of proportion. So I have to use this overlay. Because I have another screen, I just don't have the right cable to use, and I'm gonna get that cable soon enough. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go to the games. By the end of the video, I'm gonna show you the deck list, and let's go. So let's go guys, here we are in our first duel that I want to show you guys. As you can see, we have our Despian monsters, Ash Blossom, a card that every deck must have to negate monsters that have add card from the deck to the hand, special summon from the deck, or send a card from the deck to the graveyard. Many decks do that in order to search for the cards they want to perform their combos, right? So our hand is good. We can search a magic card, a spell that allows us to do fusions and stuff, because that's all the deck is about. So basically here with our opening hand, that's what we're gonna do. Wait, yeah, I'm going first, right? So let's go. I set Call of the Hunted. I can call a monster from the graveyard with that. It's going to negate, but I negate the negate. Let's go. That's a Framer Gem, cannot be, okay. When you open it, activates a monster effect while you control no monsters. You can special summon both this card from your hand, okay. And if you do negate the activation, so we just negated that, which is very good. Let's go. So we negate the activation, right? And now we grab the quick spell. With this card, right, we searched one branded spell trap card from your deck to my hand. Despia, Theater of the Branded, right? And with this field spell allows me to fusion summon one level 8 or a higher fusion monster from my extra deck, using monsters from my hand or field as fusion material. And my extra deck is filled of fusion monsters. So let's go. Let's get fusing. Let's get fusion. Fusion. Fusion energy more strong than fission energy. Let's go. And that's one of the main monsters that I use with this deck, Despia and Quaretis. Basically, it allows you to lower the attack of every monster to 0. And it's extremely powerful. It can work offensively or defensively, as you guys can see on this duel. Let's go. Oh, this one is very good. Dramaturge of Despia is very good because when you use it as an element for a fusion and it goes to the graveyard, you can summon it back just because of that. It's very powerful. So, let's go. That was your first turn. You cannot attack on the first turn. He destroys, uses Raigeki. Raigeki destroys all monsters your opponent controls, but he didn't knew that we have Call of the Hunted. Call one monster back from the grave. So my Despia and Quaretis is back on the field. Like so. Look at it. Here we go. And he's trying to set up the field to do something. Synchro summoning. Yeah, he's synchro summoning. It's a type of summoning that is different. There is normal summoning, special summoning, synchro summoning, XYZ summoning, fusion summoning. Okay. Frame Lord Omega. You can banish both face-up cards from the field and one random card from your opponent's hand face up until your next standby phase. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can target one banished card returned to the graveyard. Okay, it's about recycling. And they gonna... I reduced to 0 because it was too strong. And he's Despia as well. That's true, I didn't knew, but he's playing Despia as well. So you can see Albaz, the gesture of Despia searching the field spell in order to get fusion summon into Despian Pros Canyon. I still don't know how to pronounce that one. Despian Pros Canyon. That's a very good monster. Great effects. You can target one fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link. There is also link summoning monster in your opponent's graveyard. Banish it or special summon it to your field. Snagging. Let's get snagging. Or you can also do, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack or defense, whichever is higher. And you can hold each one, each per turn. So, and because he used the Dramaturge of Despia, it can come back to the field as a special effect, and that's it. He destroys my Despia and Quaretis, but the field spell allows me to bring something back, and he wanted to activate, he wanted to snag my fusion, but I use my Albaz special effect in order to negate this and special summon it onto the field. Allow me to protect myself. Right, let's go. No, I don't banish it, I just special summon it. It's a great recycling mechanic. And that's when Quaretis is back because of the theater, right? And now we have... and that's what you're gonna see in the end of the video. We use Despia plus Fallen of Albaz. Fallen of Albaz can fuse... wait, what did I send to the graveyard? No, I discard one card. Am I fusing here? Yeah, I think I'm fusing. Yeah, I activated the effect. If this card is normal or special summoned, except the damage step, you can discard one card, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters on either field as fusion material, include this card, but you cannot use other monsters you control. So this card is literally made for you to use your opponent's monsters as fusion materials, which is crazy, right? So I use this monster in order to fuse into the Titanic-clad the Ash Dragon, right? And it gains attack equal to the combined original levels of the monsters used for its fusion summon. So I used my Fallen of Albaz 4, and I used his Proscanion, which is 11, so it's 15 plus 100, which is... let's go, up to 4,000, let's go, 400. But he negates my effects, that's true. He negated my effect, very well done. But the theater calls back the fusion, so he is still on an advantage position, right? Let's see how this ends for us. They destroy the Quaretis, and they want to activate it again, but because he destroyed my Albaz, he's back to the graveyard, so I can negate again, and I can special summon my Albaz in defense mode. Great, this deck is great for these situations, you know. They think they put you in the bag, but you came out of the bag. And GG, special summon Albaz into GG, because then I could bring a branded card, a branded spell card from my deck to my hand, which will allow me to fuse even more. So my opponent here just says, hey, GG, you beat me. I could fusion into that he was using and bring a fusion back. You know, I could do a lot of things here, but I think he quit too soon. But hey, that's a victory. Let's go to the next one. Hi everybody, let's go. We are ready to get into the second duel using our Despia deck over here. The deck list will be at the end of the video, how I use it. Alright, let's see our opening hand. Powerful Solomon Judgment to protect us from any activation. Okay. We have Albaz, we can start searching. Cool, let's go. I don't know what he's doing with this. I don't remember. Oh, I hate this archetype. Which is basically these creatures. In EQ you have the Egyptian gods. They were the OG super strong beasts. Ra, Slifer, and Obelisk. Ra the Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra, the Winged Dragon of the Sun, right? So they were very powerful back in the day. They had their special effects, but it's really hard to summon them. They have, especially the Winged Dragon of Ra has very specific summoning conditions, right? And then these monsters are like incarnations of those Egyptian gods, and they just 400 attack, 400 defense with crazy effects, right? And this archetype, I've played against it sometimes. They have a field spell that make them invulnerable. I think they can't be destroyed by battle, and they cannot be destroyed by card effects, what we're gonna see. So I really don't like this archetype. That's it, let's go. Let's see the Fallen Paradise. If your opponent cannot target Uria, Lord of Searing Flames, Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, or Ravyard, Lord of Phantoms, which is this one, so we cannot target it, right? We cannot target with card effects, okay? So we can't destroy it, we can't pop it, we can't send it back to the deck, we can't banish it, we can only destroy it by battle. And it's 4,000, it's a lot. For a deck like mine, that it's not XYZing, that it's not synchroing, that it's not... You also have Ritual Summon, I forgot, there's a lot of ways to summon. I'm about my fusion, and my strongest fusion can go up to 4,000, maybe 4,100, okay? It's not that big. So for me, for my deck, it's really hard to deal with, right? And there is something more. If you control one of those, they can draw two cards, and they can only use this when effect. Okay, so that's it. They cannot be affected by card effects, so I need to destroy them via battle, which is hard because they have 4,000 attack, right? So what I want to do here, so branded opening, discard a card, search for a Despia monster from my deck. Yeah. Solomon Judgment, ready to protect us. They activate that. This card gains effect based on the number of whatever archetype monsters he has over here. He has one, so each time I normal or special summon, he gains life points equal to the attack of that monster. Awakening of the Sacred Beasts. Alright. And I call a Albaz. Right, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did, but I have an Albaz here. Yeah, on this duel I make some mistakes, so keep that in mind. Like this one, I could call it a Dramaturg of Despia and use it to fuse. Right, made no sense here. So, okay, but we fusion into Quaretis. And Coretis here can help a lot. You know, you remember it can drop to 0, so we can just pass through. And he wins. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful here. What do I do here? Parallel Twister. Send one other spell. Ah! That's why I called Albaz. I was very smart here, actually. Because I wanted to do this. I wanted to Parallel Twister, destroy one spell trap card I control, and then I target one card on the field, destroy it. But I cannot target the Radial, I can target the field spell. Let's go, field spell is gone, so later on, if I can destroy it now, I can destroy it later. So he's to 0, I destroy the field spell, boom! Gone. Gone. And next turn, I have Albaz to search for the field spell again, so he can fuse again. Okay, I got the card, and we have Solomon Judgment negating everything. Right, it negates everything. A monster, or a spell, yeah, we can negate a summon or a spell activation. So they try to Raigeki, they try to destroy Quaretis. Nope, we pay Alpha of HP and we negate Raigeki. So no destroying Quaretis. That will allow them to summon. Oh, they summoned that? No, not yet. They searched for that. Now they summon Cerulean Skyfire. They can use something else to special summon Hamon Lord of Striking Thunder. Once per turn, while they control an attack Hamon, position Hamon Lord of Striking Thunder, they can negate any spell trap effect activated by me, and then they need to change, then change, it's not also, it's then change, so they need to change to defense position, okay. They take no damage this turn if they have one of those archetype sacred beasts. Alright, and they summon Dark Summoning Beast, so they can summon Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder. Alright. But we drop it to 0, so he can't attack here. So this you can see how useful Quaretis is. He's not very powerful in terms of its attack stat, but you can drop in your turn and in your opponent's turn the monsters to 0, and they can't attack, so you can buy some time to build up to stronger things here. Okay, Jelly Cannon. Jelly Cannon is so good, it saved me so many times. When a monster declares an attack, target one monster on the field, shuffle. And that's why I destroyed the field spell, because if the field spell is here, I cannot use this, because I can target it. But now I can. Okay. They win 1,800, but we got the field spell, and we drop it to 0, and we'll get fusing again. Drop to 0, fuse. Or they negate, but they need to change to defense. But now, here, I commit a silly mistake. I attack into its defense position monster and I lose HP. It's okay. It happens. It was too fast. I like to play fast here. It's okay. So now they want to attack. No, Jelly Cannon. Back. But they negate. But they need to change the defense position. So no attack. Because they really want that card in their field. They don't want it back to the deck. It's very hard to summon. Call of the Hunted. We are protected. If anything happens to Aquaretis, we are protected. We have nothing on the field, on the graveyard to summon another Fallen Paradise. Another one. And he destroys my back row. He destroys Call of the Hunted. Another silly mistake here. I thought I could activate the Albaz effect again, but for some reason I cannot. So I'm still learning. Right, I started playing 3 days ago, it's okay. And another Chaos Summoning Beast, let's go. Another Amon. But I dropped to 0. Once again, I dropped them to 0. They cannot attack. Okay? Because this is a monster, this is not a card. They cannot be destroyed. Oh, they can be targeted, not destroyed. Okay, I was confusing there. So I can Jelly Cannon, no problem. Okay, we back to attack stats, normal. Blade Knight, just I don't have better cards, and it's a light monster, so it can be used to fuse. And now I drop to 0, and we destroy that one. And the hero is very important, because I drop to 0 before I summon the Blade Knight. Because if I drop to 0 after I summon the Blade Knight, he also gets dropped to 0. Now we break that one again, and that's it. And they can do something? No, they can't. And what they gonna do here? Okay, there is not much they can do. I just summon Fallen of Albaz. The Boya, and we attack him. I remember what happens next. It's really cool, you guys are gonna see. And now he's gonna play an Ash Blossom. He has nothing more to do. Attacks into me, and that's GG. He did not surrender. He finished the match like a true duelist. So shout out to Godfries. Guys, what you thinking right now? Okay? What you thinking of Despia? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what decks you're using. And let's go for the last duel of today's video. Hi guys, we're back for the last duel of the day. Of the video, of the day. I'm just more used to stream, guys. Right? So here, I don't remember whom or what archetype we're playing against. We have Call of the... Oh, look, I like it. Albion the Shrouded Dragon. This card is very good because the name of it changes to Fallen of Albaz while on the field or graveyard. And we have a whole bunch of fusion summons that involve Fallen of Albaz. Okay, so let's proceed. And this one is just a light monster to fuse some Despia monsters. But it's cool because it kinda works out. So we have a Fallen of Albaz. I'll send one to the graveyard. And because it has a... I can send this to the... if this card is in my hand or graveyard, I can send one Fallen of Albaz or one Branded Spell Trap card from my hand or deck to the graveyard and apply the following effect. If I send it to the from my hand, I special summon this card. If I send it from the deck, place this card on the bottom of the deck. Then if you place this card from your hand, draw one card. That's what I did. I draw into Despian Tragedy. And I just play him because I had nothing more to play. And now he's gonna destroy him, but it's okay because I can fuse with him on the graveyard. I do have a magic card, a spell card that allows me to do that. And we have a Despian Tragedy. We still have not much to do, but we're gonna send another Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard in order to get another card. It's Yang Xing. Okay, it's Yang Xing. I remember. It's really cool. It's Yang Xing archetype. And guys, here we got really lucky because that's the card that allows us to fuse Fusion branded in white. Beautiful art, by the way. Fusion summon one monster from my extra deck, which is this one here, using monsters from my hand or field as material, including the dragon monster. I can also banish monsters from my graveyard if I use Fallen of Albaz as a fusion material. Alright? So I use my Despian Comedy, my Despian Tragedy, and if this card is sent to the grave by another card effect, which I just did with Branded in White, I can bring a monster, a Despian monster to my hand. So you use those two to summon Despian Quaretis. Every turn, every deck, every duel, we summon Despian Quaretis. It's just great to maintain us in the duel until we can do something better here. We drop to 0, and that was the effect of the Despian Tragedy. It was. So we call one Albaz, and we're gonna play the Albaz, and we're gonna search for a field spell. The field spell gonna fuse the Albaz. What's it? Oh, this is a great play. This is a great play because I use the Albaz and the Quaretis because then I can Call of the Hunted, bring the Quaretis back. Yeah, great play. Let's go. Despian Pros Canyon, Call of the Hunted, Quaretis back. I love this play. I love this play. Alright. Mirror Force! He's laughing. When opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all your opponent's attack position monsters. But I will laugh even harder because that's when Quaretis, I bring an Albaz. I banish a fusion monster from my graveyard and I can special summon this. That's why I told you Dogmatica Maximums does go in hand with my archetype because I can... It's all about fusion monsters, and I can banish one from the grave to special summon this one in order to keep me in the duel for longer as well. So let's go. It's his turn. He's going to Synchro Monster Reborn. So I think everybody knows Monster Reborn, target one monster in either graveyard, either special summon it. Let's go. And he targets my Despian Comedy, which is a level 1. So, in order to synchro summon, for those who don't know, you need to, with the monsters you use as material, you need to match the level of the monster you want to summon. So here, he has 1, plus 2, 3, plus 4, 7, plus 1, 8. So he's going to summon a level 8 synchro monster, which is Draco Berserker. The first time I'm seeing this, Draco Berserker of the 10 yen. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish it. Damn. If this attacking card destroys an effect monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. Also, it can make a second attack on a monster during this battle phase. That's busted. As you can see, it gained attack just because it destroyed a effect monster. Alright. But it's our time, it's our turn to attack, to do something here. Allure of Darkness. I can draw 2 cards and then discard 1 dark monster. Otherwise, I'll send it back to the grave. I do Parallel Twister. Why? Because with the things out of my hand, I know I can't fuse, right? So I'm going to destroy my field spell in order to destroy his monster. Pop! But he can special summon a Xin Yang, right? Once per turn, if a monster that they control is destroyed by battle or card effect, they can special summon one Xing Yang, a Yang Xing monster from the deck. Okay. Ooh, but I used Despian Comedy, Despian Tragedy to banish it and call a Branded in White. I sat on the field, I used to fusion with my Fallen of Albaz and Dogmite Maximums into Albion of the Branded Dragon. And if you guys notice on the, I really like this lore. On the end of the duel, we had Albion the Shrouded Dragon, right? Albion the Shrouded Dragon, and now it's Albion the Branded Dragon. So he's powerful, he's activated. And if this card is fusion summoned, I can fusion summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from my extra deck, except another one like this, by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from my hand, field, and or graveyard. And if this card is in the graveyard, because it's Daddy's turn, I can end or set one branded spell card directly from my deck. So we're gonna activate this effect, and we're gonna summon another fusion by banishing a Despia monster and a light monster in order to summon a... No, I like it. We need a Fallen of Albaz plus 2,500 monster plus attack to make Titan-clad Ash Dragon, and it gains attack equal to the combined original levels of the monsters used to fusion summon it. So it's right now 4,000. We do a Allure of Darkness, we have no dark monsters to discard, so we send Raigeki and Monster Reborn to the grave, but it's okay, it means our deck is fluid. Now the next card is for sure Despian or Fallen of Albaz related, and let's it. We start destroying. They can cost more, yeah. They have these effects. They can keep special summoning if I destroy, but they can only do once per turn, and they can do it from the deck to the field. So if I do this a lot, I will dry their deck, which is good for us. So we're cleaning the field. He does that again because he can do that from the trap card and from the monster effect. Now it's his turn. We have a strong field, right? 4,000, 2,500, but shuffle all back into the deck, draw 2, okay, to refresh the deck, I like it. He's gonna synchro into a level 8. What is this? Baxia, the brightness of the Yin Zhang. And he's, oh, my field got wiped. Brightness of the Young, Zing. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of different original attributes of weird monsters used to synchro summon this. And what was used to synchro summon this was 3 different attributes, because it just sent 3 of my cards back to the deck. And it's shuffle them into the deck. Once per turn, you can target one card you control and one level 4 or lower monster, destroy the card on the field, and if you do, special summon that monster on the graveyard. Bro, it's a cleaning. It's really to clean the field, okay? It destroys my Albaz, but my Albaz is back on the graveyard. That's where I want it, to negate effects and call it back to the field. So, guys, it's like, what do we do now? Right? We have one card, and we have nothing against that 208,000 monster. Right? No, you have Despia Tragedy, allows me to call again Branded in White. Branded in White cannot be activated. That was a mistake, or I'm building up to Summit, because he cannot do lethal to me, and now I draw into a Branded Bond. And I remember this. Branded Bond allows me to special summon a Fallen of Albaz that is banished in my hand or in my graveyard. And Fallen of Albaz, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard one card and fusion summon using monsters on either field. But I can't use mine, so I need to use the opponent. So that's what I do. Fallen of Albaz, special summon, activate, but he negates. He does Lost Wind, target one face-up special summoned monster on the field, negate. Also, its original attack is halved. If a monster is special summoned from your opponent's excess deck while this card is in your graveyard, you can set this card again, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so he negates, and my attack is halved. But it's not the end. Why? Because we still have Branded in White. Branded in White, fused with the Fallen of Albaz, plus Light Monster and Despia Monster in the graveyard to make our big boss monster Despian Proscanyon. Despian Proscanyon will set, but we activate the broken effect. You know what it is? Snag it. We get snagging, we get this monster, we attack into it, we gain its attack, we can do that effect again on the next turn, which is beautiful, to snag that one that he had right now. And we just turn the tables with the Fallen of Albaz and the Branded in White. We destroy. But they can always special summon, that's the thing, it's very annoying. They can always protect, and then they can synchro summon next turn. They took 2000 because if I do damage or destroy, whatever is higher, the attack or the defense of that monster is deduced to my opponent's life points. And here they gonna refresh their deck and draw 2, but I'ma grab it, snag it, get snagging your monsters, my monsters. Let's go. Boom! And we have a GG. That's it. We snagged this victory away. He thought he had everything controlled, but Despia, the theater, we made him play in our stage. And that's it, guys. Let me show you the deck. See you soon. See you soon. What? Hi everybody. So here we are. This is the deck. Despian Comedy to protect our Despian monsters. Despian Tragedy to search for a branded spell. Ash Blossom, only have 2 right now to negate. Blade Knight, I don't have better light monsters. That's it. Fallen of Albaz, when summoned or special summoned, can fuse using the opponent monster. Albaz, search Despian monsters. That's a light monster as well. That's a light monster as well, because in order to make our big ass monster, we need 1 Despia monster plus 1 light plus 1 dark. To make 2 Aquaretis, we need 1 Despia monster plus 1 light or dark monster. So that's dark, that's dark, that's dark, that's fire, but that's different. That's light, and that's light. Dramaturge of Despia, perfect. You can negate a fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link monsters effects. You can use it as a material of a fusion, call it back to the field. Albion the Shrouded Dragon can be a Fallen of Albaz on the field or on the graveyard, can be sent to the graveyard to do various effects. Raigeki, classical. Polymerization for when, on the rare cases, polymerization has saved me in very rare cases where you don't get Albaz, or you don't get a field spell, or the Ash Blossom both. One turn, I go for Albaz, they negate with Ash Blossom or something. I go for the field spell to fuse, they negate with Ash Blossom, polymerization. They can't negate that. Monster Reborn, just a Lure of Darkness to give fluidity and consistency to the deck. Parallel Twister, wildcard, at least nobody uses this, but because I have 3 field spells, and because I have polymerization, because I have Albaz to search, sometimes I feel really free to sacrifice my field spell. I have 3 field spells. I feel really free to sacrifice the field spell in order to destroy another field spell, to destroy a monster that I cannot target or something with my attack. Branded Opening, discard the comedy, discard the tragedy in order to search a Despia monster, right? Albaz to search a branded spell trap. Despia, search a monster from my deck to my hand, a Despia monster, not a branded. So this allows me to search. The optimal play is to branded opening into tragedy. Tragedy brings out Albaz. Albaz brings out the field spell. The field spell fuses Albaz and Despia and Dramaturge into Conertes and Dramaturge back on the field. Super strong, super consistent, branded in white. This is the saving grace, because you can fusion summon this plus Fallen of Albaz on itself are the saving grace of this deck, that even against other Despia decks makes this better, because they destroy, they counter all of your Despian shit, and then you just go fusion summon using monsters from your hand or field, included the dragon monster and Albion, Fallen of Albaz, it's all dragons. Or if you use the Fallen of Albaz, you can even banish from the graveyard to do this, right? And then Albaz on the graveyard can be used to negate the effect, be special summon on the field. I think we can banish this from the graveyard and send one branded spell trap in the graveyard and set it on the field. We can protect, right? We can... the branded opening can also, if one Despian monster will be destroyed, if a fusion monster you control will be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this and protect. Jelly Cannon, when a monster declares an attack, target one monster. Solomon Judgment, protection, and Call of the Hunted, because many times I want to fuse into Proscanyon, but I have Quaretis on the field, and I need to use it, or any other thing. Boom, we can bring it back. Then, we have Fallen of Albaz, plus 2500 or higher monster, we make a beast. We make this Fallen of Albaz plus 1 level 8 or higher. So if they have XYZ, they have synchros, we play Fallen of Albaz, whoop, snipe it, cannot be destroyed by battle. While I control this fusion summoned card, my opponent cannot target other monsters I control with monster effects. This is to move, I can move this monster and destroy whatever is in line. I can fuse, I can summon another fusion, drop to 0, inflict direct damage, snatch. This is on the rare case that I have an Ash Blossom, right? I have an Ash Blossom on the field, because that's a tuner, and they have a level 5, no, I can't even summon it. Okay, I can't even summon it, but I can summon a level 7, because Ash Blossom is a tuner. Ash Blossom is a tuner. So sometimes I have it on the field doing nothing, and it can be used as a synchro summoning. I never use this card, but 2 Dark Dragon monsters. That's a Dark Dragon. That's a Dark Dragon. That's a Dark Dragon. Right? That's a Dark Dragon. That's a Dark Dragon. That's a Dark... You know? uh, once per turn during your opponent's end phase, I can target one attack position monster my opponent controlled that did not declare an attack this turn, destroy it. And what will happen many times, I will drop it to 0 so he cannot attack. Destroy it, and if you do, if you take damage to your opponent's equal to my monster's original attack. If a rocket monster, okay, this is not important right now. And then we have these links just to help in case. Power Cold Talker, I can target one face-up monster on the field, negate, right? Against when my opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card I control, I can tribute one monster this card points to and negate. It's situational, but and it's a Cold Talker as well. Maybe I can add Access Cold Talker here, and that would be awesome. So guys, that's a Despian deck. I hope you guys enjoy. Tell me how you play this deck. Tell me how you play Despia. I know there's a really way to play Despia plus Shadow Doll archetype, which is really cool. And drop a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think of this deck, tell me what you're playing, tell me something you'd like me to change on the deck, tell me some archetypes you'd like me to talk about, and check me on Twitch, join the Discord, use a link in the description below, check my beautiful partner Mystaria on YouTube and Twitch as well. I'm very excited to bring more content here on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm already building another deck which you guys will enjoy. It's very niche, but it's very cool. And see you the next time as a Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon, guys. Love you all.